LeBron James' 56 performance tells me this. His highs are still higher than anybody in the National Basketball Association.
Anybody?
Anybody, Sal.
Everybody?
What we don't talk about, we keep saying LeBron James' 56 is his Lakers high. Bump that. I don't care about that. His career high as a top 2, top 3 player of all time is 61 points. Do y'all understand that LeBron James' 56-point performance is 92% of his career high? If LeBron James can still reach 92% of his top 3 greatest player of all time performance potential, that still makes him a top 5 greatest player of all time right here and right now in 2022, y'all. So LeBron James.
Oh, bias over there, too? The hell wrong with you?
You finished? So LeBron James, 56 points on 31 shots. Woo! LeBron James had 61 points, his career high, on 33 shots. So the exact same pace. LeBron James gave us 92% of his career best output. That tells me LeBron James is still greater than any player in the National Basketball Association when LeBron James plays his greatest. We started to doubt that this year. We started to doubt that especially last year in the playoffs when Devin Booker was out-dueling, outpacing, and outperforming LeBron James. But when I saw 56 on 31 shots, I said, everybody, wait a second. We got to pump the brakes. 56 and 10, keep in mind how great that is. Remember when Kevin Durant gave us 49 and 17 and we all lost it last year in the playoffs?
Oh, the playoffs? Oh, a little different.
Kevin Durant is the greatest thing we've ever seen in our life.
I mean, it was the playoffs. I'm listening. Keep going. You trying to act like that's the same as this random game?
To me, it is, Sal, because both games you had a team season depending on it. LeBron James knows that his season right now depends on it. He's 1 game above the 10th seed right now. So LeBron James knows, okay, we've lost 7 of our last 8. My playoff hopes depend on it. Kevin Durant in that same moment, his playoff hopes literally depended on it. So while LeBron James wasn't in the playoffs, he needed a 56-point performance just to get him to the playoffs. Both players' playoff hopes depended on the performance. Now, I'm not going to derail this segment because we're talking about Kevin Durant here in about 15 minutes. Y'all buckle up. But as it pertains to LeBron James, what it told me was he is still greater than any player in the NBA when he puts up his best.
I knew you were going to try and hijack this. All you had to do was just stay focused, man.
I did. I tried.
Tell Styles to holler at me, man. Jay-Z. 56 points by LeBron James doesn't tell me anything new about LeBron James, in part because I never thought anything less of LeBron James at this stage in his career.
Yes, sir.
I hate when we start talking MVPs and we throw qualifiers into it. LeBron James being 37. Look, I don't give a damn how old he is. You can win an MVP if you ball so hard as a rookie, and you can win one as an old man. I'm not going to give you a bump, and I'm also not going to sit there and push you down. LeBron James showed me something, though, beyond the desperation, which is very difficult to show, beyond desperation, that LeBron James is in a mindset that he has to do everything, do it all. Here's the problem with that. That is too much tax on LeBron James. He did not construct this team for his role to be, I got to be the one that opens up Staples or Crypto.com. What up, Crypto? I got to be the one that shine the floors. I got to be the one. I saw that. I got to be the ones that set up the chairs. I got to be the one that makes sure this ball goes in the hoop, sells the hot dogs, sells the popcorn. LeBron got to do it all. Kind of like Broussard's Black History Month. Remember that one? That was funny. All right, so here's the thing. LeBron James doing too much. And guess what? He's paying the tax for it. And the tax man is coming. And when he comes, you got to pay up. What is this team going to do when they get everyone at full strength? Whenever AD decides to come, whatever they decide to do with Russell Westbrook in terms of starting him, how do you play him in the starting lineup, or even benching him? What's going to happen then to LeBron James when the tax man says, hey, remember those 56-point games? Remember those signature moment games you're trying to do to pad your stats, get you some Kobe love? What's going to happen in that moment? Is he going to write that check, or is he going to say insufficient funds?
Rhetorical question, but I will answer it for you. Here's what I love about our show, and here's why I think our show is greater than any other show.
Oh, you said it.
You and I don't stand on stances. You and I don't just blindly say, LeBron James, the best thing that's ever happened, 56-point performance, he can do it every day. The Lakers are going to win a championship. We also don't say, LeBron James sucks, never going to be the greatest player ever, 56-point performance, it means nothing, meaningless game. Nuances, right? And so there's a phenomenal quote. I'll get it to y'all next block if necessary. The mark of intelligence is being able to hold dual thoughts at the same time.
Woo!
So being able to hold dual thought simultaneously is the greatest mark of intelligence. So let me give you all my dual thought as I try to be intelligent. My first thought, LeBron James, 56-point performance, greatest player still playing. But my simultaneous second thought is what Sel just said, this is not sustainable.
Hell no.
LeBron James and the Lakers. LeBron James had 56 points against Golden State. Russell Westbrook had his first 20-point performance since January. We are third through March. He had his first 20-point performance since January. LeBron had 56 points, and the Lakers won a nail-biter.
Without?
Like, really, for a second, think about that. If LeBron gives you 56, you should win going away. Period. You should win by 20.
Say it.
If LeBron gives you 56 and Russ gives you 20 for the first time in a month and a half, you should win going away. So the fact that the Lakers won by, 7 points? The fact that the Lakers won by 8 points. Meanwhile, LeBron James gave you 56 is still nerve-wracking to me. Call me a pessimist, call me what you want, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you do all that and you barely win, now in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I hope this isn't meaningless, Sel. In track and field.
We there?
We there.
Ding, 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 ding.
In track and field, for a time to be certified, to be legal, the wind gauge has to be 2 meters per second or less. If the wind is greater than 2 meters, that is a legal time as it pertains to world record standings, bonuses, etc. Watching LeBron's 56-point performance to me, watching LeBron's 56-point performance was the equivalent in my mind of watching an illegal world record-setting time in track. It's the equivalent to watching Usain Bolt run a 9.4 900-meter dash, but we look at the wind gauge, and the wind gauge said the time was illegal. Why? Because while we were all enamored with it in the moment, and while he put on an incredible show, while it was one of the greatest performances we have ever seen from one of the greatest athletes we have ever seen, ultimately, I don't think it'll matter. Because ultimately, it is not sustainable. 56 points per game, phenomenal. But can he continue to do it? No, he shouldn't be asked to continue to do it, but this Lakers squad is going to ask him.
Man, translation of what you said. First of all, I just heard that I'm intelligent because I always have dual thoughts.
Dual thoughts.
You know what I'm saying?
Columbia.
Yeah, well, I thought I was schizo, but now I'm not. I just got dual thoughts. That's good because, I have a civil war inside myself all the time. Let's talk about this. Because LeBron James gave us something, and everyone just applauded like it was the same old great LeBron James. You got to remember, 56 points, and you used it in your first take. You said 56 and then 61, 31 shots and 33. Respect. It's the same LeBron. Nah, LeBron gave us something differently. And this is the thing that Raja Bell said last week. I caught him on Colin's show, and he was talking about how LeBron plays differently. He used to be a rim assassin. Like, the rim used to be like, yo, I don't know about this dude. You know what I'm saying? 10 feet, can I get up here a little bit? And now he's more jump shot. Great, great, great. But how does it translate to the Lakers' success? Oh, it's a lot different. 61 points from LeBron James, old school LeBron James. Good Lord, blowout. Let's go to war. 56 points by LeBron James, translation, because it's a different version. Nail biter, big dog. Now, you're without Anthony Davis, I understand, but Russell Westbrook, as you pointed out, stood up and stood tall in this game. I just sat there and said, damn, it takes all of that just to do that. Taxman came to mind, but also my father's wife came to mind. She just recently purchased, I don't know if you've ever been in a Maserati. You ever been in a Maserati? You have? Okay, I have not.
I've been in one, no. I've been into them. I don't know if you...
Oh, you're into them?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, that's next purchase, huh? Damn, you spending all this money you just got. Okay, here we go. So you're getting a Maserati, and let me give you the same warning that I gave her after she bought it, but it was too late. It's because she already got it. Maserati, all that. Now, she's talking about how fast it is, how loud it is, and how great it is, and all this. And we get into it, and I said, oh, okay, I'm looking at it, and then she turned it on. I was like, first of all, are you in Indianapolis? What the hell is going on? Why your car so damn loud, right? Anyway, so then my dad is a car enthusiast. My dad knows everything, horsepowers, torque, etc. And he's looking, he's like, yeah, this car's fast. I was like, yeah, Daddy, let me turn mine on. And he was like, turn it on. I was like, it's already on. That Tesla, boy. I said, this car faster than that. They said, yeah, this little egg wagon, smoke that. No. Y'all get in. Ah! Now let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. That's LeBron right now, dog. You doing all that. 56. It ain't the same, dog. You ain't going to the same place, at least not at the same pace.